All right, let's get up, family. Running late. Ugh. How y'all doing? Great to see each and every last one of you. We are up and live. Let me check and make sure that we're burning on all cylinders. I don't know what's going on with this damn device, but it's cool. Once again, I want to say good morning. Oh, now my whole computer moving slow. All right. Good morning. Great Ujamaa to all of you out there. Let me make sure I get my hair together. It's time for us to do our daily toast. So, they won't even let me sit. I mean, I honestly feel like it's almost like I got an old car and I got to constantly warm this motherfucker up because it's like early in the morning, I can't send out a text message to save my life. I have to kind of, and I know what I have to do, but then I will have to be right on time every morning. I don't want to have to set us up for that type of, because y'all already know what's going to happen. Because I can set the signal to go off automatically. But I want to make sure I'm in front of the computer and broadcasting before I actually do that. Because I want to be fair. I want to be fair to y'all, and I want to be fair to myself. Sometimes I might have opportunities to just stay asleep. You understand? So let's go on and look and see some of the stuff that's going on. Because so I had an opportunity to watch the Bernie Sanders thing again, and I had to apologize because when I posted up, they didn't have no major talking points on there about when he did have the discussion about the reparations, right? And he had a real brief thing about reparation double talk shit. And I know, family, I know y'all gonna have to bear with me, right? Because it's like, I'm seeing what's possible far as the whole reparations and the thing. See, because what a lot of people don't even know is that when you think about it, the reparation is like a catalyst. The term is like a catalyst, and out of this word and out of the idea of this, there will be other things that will spring out and bring us as a group success, right? It's only so long that you could go and keep on looking at some of the shit that's going on out here and not be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? And you know, so listening to and following this whole reparation piece, because this is what's the most important about the whole thing, man. The thing that helped start this whole piece is that this is truly a grassroots thing, right? Because it's like it caught on like wildfire, and it's like those of us that's like doing the toast, we saw it come and participated in its birth because we've been having these conversations, right? We get up in the morning and we're talking about getting reparations for our ancestors, and what we do every morning, call on our ancestors. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's like, it couldn't work any better. Well, anyway, I was listening to Bernie Sanders' explanation about, or talking about reparations, and it was very frustrating, as for him being a Jewish man and talking about and asking like, what are reparations? What do they mean? You know what I'm saying? Part of your piece, if you want a certain people's vote, is to structure ideas so that they will have a reason to fuck with you, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, what do they mean? No, Bernie, why don't you tell people what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I am so sick, family. Listen, we don't have any more time to be allowing people to make empty promises to us in private. You know what I'm saying? No more lying behind door. This internet has provided us with a window. You know what I'm saying? With a window into the world. I'm possibly in 3 states talking to 3 different people right now over the internet. You know what I'm saying? And we have other people with platforms where they talk to thousands of people all over the world at the exact same time, in real time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, so we have the platforms now to spread the word, and I think we need to use it. So I just sent out the black signal, and of course it's gonna come back on some fluky shit. So we're gonna get started, family. First off, I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. My fault. Let's do it again. Welcome to the congregation of the mighty. This is the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is the Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you. This is a Heart of December production. Yes. Well, this is a Heart of December production, and this is the Daily Toast. Great Ujamaa to you. And we strive to blow up your old paradigms. Explosion. It's your only job.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Now, grab your glass for some water. Get your bottle of that water. Twist the cap off that water. Lift and pour your water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Just move your body. Oh man. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Family, just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Family, take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink it with me. Alright, family, get up and do the water song for all those that might be new Gye-Nyame journey. You only got a couple of rules. First off, when you call in, you don't cuss more than me. Just joking. First off, we got to take care of ourselves, so we get up, we drink our water, right? Water is a great way to start the morning, just straight, pure water. Then, in order to toast the ancestors, we drink a help drink. We toast the ancestors by raising our glass and drinking a help drink, because we can't take care of our ancestors, we can't take care of our future generations if we don't take care of ourselves. And we have a lot of people out here in the struggle who sacrifice a lot of stuff for other people, but don't take the time to sacrifice for themselves. So in this one show, we are able to, in a sense, sacrifice for others, but in the same token, sacrifice for ourselves, thereby taking care of ourselves, thereby making sure that the struggle can continue, because we're passing on the message. Because it's young people that's tuning in too, and I'm blessed to be able to do this on a daily basis with you, and I'm blessed that many of y'all trust me to carry the banner of our ancestors, and so y'all got to understand that when Brother Hytel ran into this whole reparations piece, and somebody was talking strong on it, that I was, I'm on board. I'm on board. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on board. Because I understand, right? Because I'm hearing some of the stories and seeing some of the pride that some of us held for some of our ancestors, and you can't tell me that some of them might have were you can't tell me that they didn't change the larger world because they didn't have no hustle, because they didn't have no know-how. The opportunity wasn't there, So I'm gonna make sure that their future generations have the opportunity to take it to the fly to the sun or crash to the ground, however it happens. But they deserve that opportunity, right? Because it's all about having choice, right? See, but as black folks right now, we have an illusionary choice. I want to make sure that our children, I want to make sure that some of us, because some of y'all going to be around when it happens, right? I want to make sure some of us have actual options, right? Actual options. So, the chat is up right now, and if some of y'all did post some stuff up, I missed it. Let me go to the Hootsuite real quick. All right, cool. So I ain't missed too much conversation, but I see some of y'all out there. So throw up your hands. Let me know who out there. Well, I can't see no thumbs, so just gonna type something or whatever. All right. So we got our show tonight. See if I,
They ain't gonna be home till 8.
Oh, we ain't. We got that
Black
thing,
History.
Black History, yeah. So we might be a little bit late. We have the Black History celebration at the school. Thanks, Cleve. So if I'm able to make it, let me read where we are. So last week, the old man's made. Okay, cool. So this week, day 62, covered from the Gye-Nyame Journey workbook, Tribal Quotes. Day 62. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. I might have to get home tonight for this one. And I keep on saying it because I'm hoping that Anime will get the hint. Girl! Good God Almighty. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. Listen. I'm gonna save it for the night. I got to. Shut up out there. Just save it for the night. Just save it for the night. All right. The next one. I believe that it would be almost impossible to find anywhere in America a black man who has lived further down in the mud of human society than I have, or a black man who has been any more ignorant than I have, or a black man who has suffered more anguish during his life than I have. But it is only after the deepest darkness that the greatest joy can come. It is only after slavery and prison that the sweetest appreciation of freedom can come. Malcolm X. I gotta read that whole thing again. God damn. Come on, anime. Get on it, man. What are you doing? And the last one for this morning is two small antelope can beat a big one. Two small antelope can beat a big one. All right, let me pull, because I seen a poll. There is a poll that they got on reparations. And they say 26%, only 26% of people in America supports reparations. That is a magnificent start. Listen to me. We only 13% of the population. 26% say that they support it. Now, considering that a majority of the motherfuckers don't come to the polls, 26% is good. Man, come on now, family. You know, there is a silver lining in every rain, thunderstorm or something. I don't know, however you say it. But you know, 26%, that is the bomb, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a celebratory drink on that one. Hold on. And that's higher than a few years ago as well. I want to stress that. That's higher than a few years ago. But check my timeline. I put some other stuff up there. Plenty of news about it. It is hot. It is hot off the presses. Brother Kwame say no. We need to know that what percent of U.S. support reparations? 26%. Now, but with us is something like only within black people. It's only like 56% of us that support reparations. See, but then we got to be clear on who. See, and that's the key. When I talk about circling the wagons, we have to be able to set those limits. We have to be able to exclude as well as include so that we can identify our group. And that's one of the things that we have not done. We have not identified our group. Anybody from anywhere could be part of us, and that shit has to stop. It has to stop. It hasn't been healthy for us. It has not been good for us. It has not worked for us. Just what I thought. 56. When I seen that shit, something like 56%. I'm gonna have the actual numbers tonight. I'm gonna look it up. But you know, I was looking at it. I said, damn. You know, but like I said, you know, because that 56% might just be ADOS because they lump all of us together, right? And they got the breakdown for each group, what they think about it and stuff like that. And of course, nobody want to support us, but they always want our support. Like, come on, man. All right, let's get our toast on, family. Some fresh ambrosia, unfiltered, straight raw. Let you see how it pours. That's in its young state. Let's see. Okay. Still smell the teas. Still smell a little bit of honey. Alright. So first lifting up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And we toast and we say, Ashe. Actually smell good. Wow. That gunpowder the gunpowder tea really kind of gets in and muscled it up a little bit. All right, so from there, family, we lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors. And let's get the list out and read the list of our illustrious ancestors. And once again, family, I want to thank each and every last one of you for trusting me to, in a sense, be the bearer of the ancestors, you know. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Alexander Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Patty Glasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman, L. Normal X, Pat Ma, Ram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ageni, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carla Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gary Pulliam, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kell Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Rev. James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Augusta Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Alda Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Eric Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary, Eliza Perry Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles, Watson Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sonny Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. S. Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Lester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen O'Howe, Frankie Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Bina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dillamon Aries, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Elder Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Hadley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Leylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensenball, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Darren Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Roy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Edna, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulena Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturges, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Burrell Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shechem Aha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sipper Edwards, McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isen, also known as Nigel Turner, and Demetrius Lewis Flint. So we lift up our glass and we salute all of those ancestors, family. We have room in our book for your family members as well. You could text us, text G&J to join the Black Signal at text G&J to 25456. Once again, G&J to 25456. And then after you get on the Black Signal, you could just text in your ancestors and I'll get it. Let me know. We'll get it. Or you go to our inbox on Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook. Inbox us on Gye-Nyame Journey at Facebook. Also on YouTube as well. Family, so we lift up our glass for those ancestors. Now we move to the present moment. So right now we are on Ujamaa. So great Ujamaa to all those out there. So for the day is Ujamaa. We're in the present moment. We're toasting the present moment right now. We're on Ujamaa. What is Ujamaa? Right? I want everybody to activate their reticular formations. I want you out there looking for Ujamaa. Take pictures, post them up on Gye-Nyame Journey. We got quite a few people today, but not a lot of talk. Okay, maybe it's too early. They're like, man, it's too early. We out here doing all this talking, right? So we lift up our glass, family, to the present moment, right? And I want you to activate the reticular formation. It's time for us to start finding that Ujamaa. What is Ujamaa, Brother Hatim? Right? Ujamaa is cooperative economics, for those that don't know. The mnemonic principle today is reciprocity. The M7 is gratitude. M7 is what we teach the children. The color is green, as you can see by my shirt. Polarity is the Hermetic law today. Male name today is Yao. Female is Ya. Shouts out to Sister Regina because, like I said, she walked up on me and checked me. She said, brother, how come you keep on talking about we ain't got no Yas in the family? I'm a Ya. See, that's what I want to hear, right? So shouts out to Miss Regina. Thank you for sharing and let me know that we got a Ya in the family. Well, we do got, and then also Ya. And I'm assuming that Ya is, I don't know. Because she could have been born on a Kumba. I don't know. Because I'm old now. I can't remember all that stuff. All right. But we lift up our glass and we salute the present moment, family, because in the moment is all of our power. Right? In the moment is, there she go. Look. She yelling it out on YouTube. That's right. Congratulations to all the Yas and the Yaos. The males, right? We got the Yao. The female, we have Ya. This is your day. It's your day. Right? So we lift up our glass because in this moment we have a pact. By living this moment and being this moment, whether we agree to it or not, we have a pact with the past and a pact with the future. Ya is short for Ya Satiwa. No, I'm talking about my niece Yaya, but I don't think she was named after Ya Santawa. Well, but anyway, we lifting up the glass and we toasted in this moment because this is where all our power lie, family. So now we need to capitalize on it, use it to move to where we need to be. Ashe? Lift it up and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the future. We toast our future generations because all the work we putting in right now, like all those that came to the mall, all those that came to the movie, all those that had discussion over the weekend, all those that's going to be helping us with this Malcolm X Festival, all this work that we're doing is we're laying the foundation for our future generations. All this talk about reparations is we're laying the foundation for our future generations. We're trying to make sure that they have something to stand on. We're trying to leave them a foundation. And if we don't do that, we're wasting time. So we want to remember our children in advance and work as if they're watching us. as if because they're depending on us. So we lift up our glass. We salute our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Right? From their family, we move to the present. We move to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. Man, this is smelling good. Ain't nothing like, listen, I got to teach some of y'all how to make this. The African American ya and the black ya. Who? What? Okay. All right. So we lift up our glass to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From their family, we move to the selfish libation. What is it that you need in this moment? Come on. Come on. We got the creator and ancestors up in here. Right? We toast and we say Ashe. Last but not least, family, I want to lift up my glass to the most magnificent, most perfect, most outstanding, most beautiful, most powerful individual in the room. And stop looking around. Don't get nervous now. It's your time to shine. I toast you. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, peace, power and joy. And 100 years. That we say Ashe. This one is kind of young. I should have left the SCOBY in just a little bit longer. But I'm going to let it sit for a while. Kwame, be glad I ain't mix your stuff with this one. It's good, it's just young. I'm talking about R. Kelly young. My mind's telling me no. Grand Rising, yes, Yah Santawa is my day sister. That's right. This one is young, man. I might go back down the basement and just put the SCOBY back in this mug. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. But we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna let it rest on that. We're gonna let it rest on that. Paul Walker Young. Oh, she said Paul Walker Young. Shouts out to Miss Davita Nelson. See all the family up in here. So, I'm going to shut this off. Got to go and get ready. We got the Black History celebration at the school today. And so I might be a little bit late for the show. Is it a leap year?
A leap what?
Is it a leap year? Anybody out there? Seems like you're ready. Ambrosia, are you ready? Nah, this one is not. This one, I'm going to let this one sit for a few extra days. But the bucket that we tasted yesterday was the bucket that I made. I made the Kwame mix. I made the red ginseng. Seems like no. Cindy says no. Jacobia and no, it's not a leap year. Okay. All right. And Navita, what you saying yes for? Hey, we got 2 no's on the leap year. You saying yes, it's a leap year? Oh, by the way, there is Warrior training this weekend. We have to start getting the Warriors involved. We gotta get the young people involved in the planning for the Malcolm X Festival. So we're going to kind of structure the training, the Warrior training around helping organize the events. We got the next mall coming up, so we're gonna use that for our security and stuff like that. Then also start getting them involved with the Malcolm X. So, Brother Kwame said a leap year can never fall on an odd year. Okay. So family, I'll be and I listen. Keep that news coming about the what's going on with these discussions with reparations. What you're gonna start seeing is the 28th is the last of the month. My bad. Okay, because what you're gonna start noticing is that people who was saying how impossible it was. All of a sudden, they're going to start trying to tune in and talk about it like they've been talking about all the time. I've been talking about reparation all the time, but remember, it started with small little media fronts like we got right here. That started with the small folk. Seem like I'm ready. Oh, God, I'm gone. All right. I should have started the R. Kelly jokes. But once again, I asked that question on my site. What does it say about black wealth when R. Kelly couldn't bail himself out? All them damn hits he got, right? Come on, family. Come on now.
I thought you couldn't use your own fortune to bail yourself out.
Yes, you can. That's why you make your fortune, so that if you go to jail, you go break a little bread and get out of jail. Gotta educate the young people. Cleve didn't know you supposed to use your own money to get out of jail, right? If you go to jail. All right. Peace out, family.